Hi, I'm Sage Starkey. Welcome to Disney's Animal Kingdom. This isn't just a theme park, it's a world teeming with adventure, breathtaking landscapes, and encounters with wildlife like you've never seen before, unless you've been to Africa, Asia, or outer space. Here, nature meets imagination, and every corner of the park tells a story. Think of it as a National Geographic special, but with more churros. So grab your safari hat, pack your curiosity, and get ready. We're about to embark on an unforgettable journey through Disney's Animal Kingdom. Before you even enter the heart of the Animal Kingdom, you'll pass through the Oasis, which is basically Disney's version of a tropical welcome mat. This isn't just an entrance, it's a portal. Lush pathways, cascading waterfalls, and some hiding animals that may evade you if you aren't looking closely. The Oasis is designed to slow you down, engage your senses, and prepare you for the adventures ahead. You may even be introduced to the mysterious foliage creature that lives within this land, Divine, who is either an artistic performance piece or a tree that woke up one day and decided to start roaming. Joe Rohde, the lead Imagineer behind Animal Kingdom, described the Oasis as a passage into the unknown, rather than just an entryway. Thematically, the Oasis represents the edge of civilization, where guests transition from the modern world into the untamed, adventurous lands beyond. Transitioning from civilization such as guest relations, wheelchair and stroller rentals, the ever-exciting and equally underwhelming Rainforest Cafe, to an amazing view and, well, gift shops. Welcome to the heart of Disney's Animal Kingdom, Discovery Island. From a bird's eye view, this island connects all other lands through bridges and pathways, which means right now we are surrounded by a river. This is the hub that connects you to every corner of the park. But something tells me you're after some of the most craveable food here at Disney World, and you'll find that right here on Discovery Island. You're not gonna wanna miss this. This isn't just a tree. It's a 145-foot tall work of art. Carved into its massive trunk are over 325 plus different animal sculptures representing the diversity of life on our planet. Every time you look, you may discover a new hidden detail. From the mighty elephant, the tiniest insect, and even dinosaurs hidden within the roots, this masterpiece celebrates the interconnectedness of all living things. And guess what? Inside this massive tree is a full-blown theater, home to Animal Kingdom's most thrilling and soon-to-be extinct shows. It's Tough to Be a Bug is an immersive 4D show starring Flick and his pals from A Bug's Life, featuring some surprise creepy crawly effects that'll have you jumping out of your seat. However, on March 17th, 2025, this buggy cabaret will be closing its wooden doors to make way for a new attraction, Zootopia Better Zoogether. In this new show, guests will join characters Judy Hopps, Nick Wilde, and so many others on an adventure through the diverse biomes of Zootopia. While we will always miss the slightly frightening themes of It's Tough to Be a Bug, we are welcoming these much larger animals to their new home safe inside the Tree of Life. Most guests rush through Discovery Island, but take a moment to explore. If you've seen me on this channel before, you know that this trail is not only filled with animals, but it's one of the tallest places to actually touch the Tree of Life. It's also extremely tranquil. Pair this with the culinary caffeine of Creature Comforts, it's a Starbucks. And for the rest of this episode, I'm your host, Steve. One might even feel closer to the Circle of Life. And speaking of the Circle of Life, keep an eye on the skies. Several times a day, Discovery Island hosts winged encounters, where vibrant macaws take flight right over your head in a stunning aerial display. Traveling from their home base a half a mile away, they now have free reign of the park. It's one of those magical, unexpected Disney moments that you just have to see to believe, proving once and for all that even macaws get their steps in at Disney. Need to bring a piece of Animal Kingdom home with you? Well, Discovery Island is where you'll find your most Disney-driven Animal Kingdom merch. Let's check out the best places to find some Animal Kingdom souvenirs and have a fun 90s montage on the way. Looking to save time while shopping? Make sure to check your My Disney Experience app to see if the store you're currently shopping in has mobile checkout. All you need to do is scan the item that you're currently interested in purchasing, purchase the item, then show the QR code to the cast member on the way out. It's a huge time saver, and not enough people do it. And finally, if you're craving a small bottle of Coke, Diet Coke, Powerade, maybe even a bottle of water, and you're looking to save a little bit of money, if you're an annual pass holder, a DVC member, or a cast member, your discounts actually apply for water and beverages here at merchandise locations, nowhere else. And if you're open to meeting new friends, this might be the place to do it. All of this exploring definitely works up an appetite, but this is my favorite lunch spot. Plus, it comes with a view. Welcome to Flame Tree Barbecue. For all you barbecue lovers, Flame Tree Barbecue is an absolute must. Smoked ribs, pulled pork, and some legendary baked beans. But for me, it's the baked mac and cheese with pulled pork. Some delicious Animal Kingdom comfort food, and this view of Asia, trickling waterfalls and a green backdrop. What more could you want? Now let's keep moving because we've got more food, especially for you picky eaters. If you're craving a classic slice, Pizzafari offers quick bites of that infamous puff pizza with a side of colorful and untrusting animal murals that make you feel like you're dining inside a slightly cold art gallery. With even more snack stands like Isle of Java, 8 Spoon Cafe, Smiling Crocodile, and a few more, you'll be plump enough to make sure the lions smell you from a mile away. Remember that craveable dining spot I was telling you about? Well, hold on to your Explorer hats because I'll choose this dining location over any other place here at Animal Kingdom. Ready? Welcome to Nomad Lounge. This is a hidden oasis at Disney's Animal Kingdom where world travelers and weary explorers can kick back with a drink, soak in the ambiance, and pretend they've just returned from an epic expedition instead of a long wait for Flight of Passage. Think Indiana Jones meets luxury safari. The walls are covered in travel quotes, photos, and even handwritten messages from Imagineers who've journeyed around the world. They actually traveled to places like Africa, Asia, and South America to create Animal Kingdom, and this is where they share their stories. So when you sip your cocktail here, you're basically drinking in history and a little bit of rum. Nomad Lounge is famous for its handcrafted cocktails inspired by global flavors. Now you have to try the tempting tigress, basically a sweeter old-fashioned. And if you're more of a mocktail and small plates kind of traveler, don't worry, the churros here are superior. Now if you're looking for a full culinary expedition, then let me introduce you to Tiffins. The name Tiffins actually refers to the metal lunchboxes used by travelers in India. So it's all about global flavors and storytelling. We're talking butter chicken, tamarind glazed short ribs. If you like bold flavors, adventurous eats, or just want to tell people you ate charred octopus like a pro, this is the place. As the sun sets, Discovery Island transforms into something else entirely. The Tree of Life Awakenings brings the park's centerpiece to life with breathtaking projection shows featuring luminous animals that dance across the tree's surface. The entire area takes on a mystical glow, making it the perfect time to take a leisurely stroll and soak in the kingdom of the animals. And that is how you wrap up the perfect adventure here in the Animal Kingdom. Good night, everybody. What if I were to tell you still had 4 more lands to discover, and one that might even make you cry? You don't want to miss this. Welcome to Pandora, where James Cameron said, let's build an entire alien moon, but in Florida. And Disney said, yeah, that checks out. The obvious, this land is inspired by the Avatar movie franchise. The not obvious, the magic of these floating mountains. By using forced perspective, clever architecture, steel beams as vines, and a little bit of Disney magic, it creates the perfect wow moment to immerse you into the Valley of Moara. With 2 different unique looks, daytime's otherworldly rainforest and nighttime's bioluminescent jungle. Say it with me, how immersive. But let's get to the real reason people travel light years to be here. Avatar, Flight of Passage. This isn't just a ride, it's the most popular ride. You link up with an avatar and take a high-speed flight over Pandora on a Banshee. And when I say flight, I mean you feel the wind, the mist from the ocean, and even the Banshee breathing underneath you. It's like soaring, but on sci-fi super serum. But is an 80-minute wait really worth it to you? Let us know in the comments. Even the queue is next level. You'll see Navi science labs, floating jellyfish, and an animatronic so lifelike you'll wonder if Disney has some real blue people in a bunker somewhere. Speaking of blue people, there is only one attraction that features a giant, looming, musically inclined Navi shaman. Navi River Journey. If thrills aren't your thing, Navi River Journey is a peaceful, glow-in-the-dark boat ride featuring the Shaman of Songs. Think of this as your very own river safari, featuring mysterious creatures and plant life from the Valley of Moara. Let's talk food. Satuli Canteen is Pandora's main eatery, and it's got some of the most unique food in all of the animal kingdom. Think fresh, colorful bowls with familiar flavors packed with otherworldly designs. It's also one of the only places to find Mr. Pibb, so that's gotta be worth mentioning, right? And if you need a drink, Pongu Pongu has the legendary Night Blossom, a neon-colored slushie with popping boba. It's cold, it's sweet, and it's Instagram gold. Add some alcohol for a little zing, or zang, whatever the cool alien kids are saying nowadays. Now, in case you have a hard time believing people when they say things like, I went to the moon and there were blue people, bring back proof from Wind Traders, the only merchandise store in Pandora where you can bring back proof of your adventures back to planet Earth. Avatar ears, a tail, a spear, maybe make yourself into your own avatar. Or my personal favorite, adopt a baby banshee. I name mine, Give Me a Drink. Give me a drink, Banshee. Okay. Just as a reminder, this is the most popular area of the park, so I recommend you doing it first thing in the morning or last thing in the evening. That's when the wait times are going to be the lowest, because whether you're here for a good time or a long time, nobody wants to wait in an 80-minute line. I hope you packed your bags because we've officially left outer space and have landed here in the heart of Africa. Harambe. This place is so incredibly detailed, you'll feel like you've just stepped into an actual village on the savannah. In the words of my great Uncle Louis when he first visited this land, where's the bathroom? I've had to pee for an hour. Harambe is a fictional East African village, but it's inspired by real-life places across Kenya, Tanzania, and beyond. The buildings look like they've been here for decades. The signs are hand-painted in Swahili and English, and there are even little details like power lines and posters for local businesses. Did you hear that? This isn't just a theme park land, it's living history. Now let's talk about the main event here in Africa, Kilimanjaro Safaris. This is hands down one of the most incredible experiences in any Disney park. You hop into a rugged safari truck and set off on a real 110-acre African reserve where the animals roam free. No cages, no barriers, just you, your tour guide, and an animatronic-free safari. We're talking lions, elephants, zebras, oh my, all hanging out in their natural habitats. And since it's a real wildlife preserve, every safari is different. Sometimes you'll see a giraffe walking the road. Other times the lions are relaxing on their rock like royalty. And if you're really lucky, you might catch a hippo doing whatever hippos do all day. After your safari, keep the adventure going at Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. This is a walkthrough experience where you get up close with stunning African wildlife like meerkats, exotic birds, and of course, gorillas. And these gorillas have personality. One minute they're lounging in the sun, and the other they're having full-on family drama like a reality TV show. It's the Real Housewives of Harambe, but with more chest beating. Speaking of beating, here's a sick beat that you might enjoy. Hated that. You have to see Festival of the Lion King. This is a Broadway-level show packed with acrobats, fire dancing, and powerhouse vocalists. It's the epitome of collective joy, continuing everything that live entertainment does best, making you feel, clap, dance, and sing along. Africa is just full of energy and song with authentic entertainment galore. The lions won't be the only one eating tonight. Your trip to Africa isn't complete without food. I'm here at Harambe Market, a quick service location with mouth-watering grilled meats, rice bowls, and a surprise hole in the wall selling specialty beverages. Don't let the meat sign fool you. But if you're looking for a true feast, head over to Tusker House, where you can enjoy an African-inspired buffet and meet Donald and friends in their safari gear. Cute? Yes. Delicious? Also yes. And if you need a break from all that adventuring, swing by Dawa Bar for a beverage. From breathtaking safaris where you can stare at animals that are just trying to live their lives, to world-class entertainment featuring people much more flexible than you, this place has it all, and we're just scratching the surface. So grab your camera for the inevitable blurry giraffe photos, because this safari is moving to Asia. Wait, how could I forget? Before we can travel by foot, first we must travel by train to a hidden gem in Animal Kingdom that most people completely forget exists, Rafiki's Planet Watch. Nothing says wildlife conservation quite like a relaxing, scenic ride on the Wildlife Express train, where you'll see the backstage areas of Animal Kingdom. If you've ever wanted to see where rhinos take their lunch breaks or where elephants get their pedicures, this is your chance. Once you arrive at Conservation Station, it's time to get up close and personal with Disney's real-life conservation efforts. This is where the park's veterinarians, animal experts, and researchers do the kind of work that actual zoologists dream about, like medical checkups on tigers and ultrasounds on pregnant gorillas. So basically, it's Grey's Anatomy, but with gorillas. And less plane crashes. Spoiler alert. Now, if you prefer your animals a tad more approachable, head on over to the affection section, which is a fancy way of saying Disney's petting zoo. Here you can interact with friendly goats, sheep, and other farm animals. This is the place to pet a goat while it silently judges you. Some of these animals are even celebrities and are inspirations for animated characters like Pua from Moana. Disney sure knows how to keep things interesting, because they also have the animation experience, where you can learn how to draw a Disney animal character from a real Disney animator. Yes, you could be drawing Timon from The Lion King with a real Disney animator. And don't worry if it turns out looking more like a haunted possum than a beloved Disney character. Just call it abstract. But seriously, this experience is one of a kind. Plus, you get to take away a free Disney souvenir. This is Asia, where ancient temples, bustling markets, and lush rainforests come together to create this beautifully themed land, all without the inconvenience of a 16-hour flight. This area is inspired by real places like Nepal, India, and Thailand. Every crumbling ruin, faded sign, and monkey-covered rooftop tells a story. Lucky for you, I have a map, and absolutely no sense of direction. So, let's go. Expedition Everest, where Disney asks the very important question, what if a roller coaster had a Yeti? This ride takes you into the towering Himalayas, where legend has it, a mysterious creature guards the mountain. Cue a backwards drop, high-speed turns, and the moment where everyone collectively regrets eating a full meal beforehand. And at the peak of the chaos, the Yeti itself. If I were you, I'd also take advantage of the single rider line. It's a much faster way to get through the line if you're comfortable splitting up from your party. And just like the Yeti, there aren't many of them left. Single rider line, there are not a lot of single rider lines left. There's not Yetis, there's not a lot of them left. Also, they're both scarce. Now, if you haven't been completely shaken by Everest, it's time to get soaked on Kali River Rapids. This ride takes you through the lush forests of Anandapur, where illegal logging has caused landslides and raging rapids. A powerful environmental message? Yes, but also a great excuse as to why you're about to be completely submerged in water. P.S. Pack an extra pair of socks. You may need it. If you prefer your thrills with fewer sudden drops and more majestic animals, check out the Maharaja Jungle Trek, a walk-through trail where you can see tigers, gibbons, and even a giant flying fox, which is basically a bat that skips leg day. The story here, this used to be a grand hunting palace before the animals took over. So now, instead of royal banquets, you get tigers casually lounging around like they own the place, which honestly, they do. Who's up to perform some bird stunts? My apologies, their union has asked I call them stunt birds. Head over to Feathered Friends in Flight, a live show starring some of the smartest birds in the world. You'll watch eagles, owls, and more show off their skills, and in some cases, completely ignore their trainers because, well, they're birds. And let's be honest, if I had wings, I wouldn't take directions either. In fact, I still don't. In fact, this is one of the only outdoor arena shows at Animal Kingdom, so feel free to bring a drink inside. We've talked about food in all the other lands, so why stop now? Starting off with Yak and Yeti. They serve up some seriously delicious Pan-Asian food in a setting that looks kind of like an old explorer's club. Whether you're in the mood for honey chicken, tikka masala, or a massive plate of fried rice, this place has you covered. If you're looking for a more relaxed environment, Yak and Yeti Local Foods Cafe is basically like Asian takeout. Except you're in Disney, so it's gotta taste better, right? Right? Watch out for even more snacks like Mr. Kamal's fries, a Anandapur ice cream truck, and more. Welcome to DinoLand USA, a land where bright colors, time travel, and Donald's Dino Bash reign supreme. But now, after many happy years, DinoLand is closing its doors in phases. But fear not, from the prehistoric past, we're jumping straight into the vibrant future because Disney is replacing it with an all-new land, Pueblo Esperanza. That's right, the dinosaurs are out, and in their place, we're getting a stunning celebration of the tropical Americas, which includes Central and South America, as well as Mexico. And before you ask, no, you will not be able to dig for fossils here. But you will be able to explore ancient temples, magical houses, and even take a ride on a giant animal-themed carousel. A carousel dedicated to Disney animals, meaning you could be spinning around on a jaguar, a toucan, or maybe even Dante from Coco. Enter the Encanto ride. We're finally getting a ride based on Casita, the living, breathing, mood-swinging house from the movie. Now, if magical houses aren't your thing, maybe running for your life through an ancient temple is more your speed, because Indiana Jones is coming to Animal Kingdom too. In this thrilling new attraction, Indy will take us on a high-stakes adventure through a Mayan temple. Expect booby traps, ancient mysteries, and at least one moment where you'll wonder if Harrison Ford personally approved this or just grumbled about it in an interview. Don't worry, Pueblo Esperanza isn't just bringing one of the largest quick-service restaurants in Walt Disney World. No, it's bringing an entire hacienda to serve up delicious, regionally inspired dishes. Pueblo Esperanza, or as its name translates, the Village of Hope. Hope for amazing new rides. Hope for incredible food. And hope that the dinosaurs will remember us the way we'll remember them. But for now, we are left with some remaining dino pals that we'll enjoy while we can. For example, Dinosaur, the ride that asks a very important question. What if a time-traveling science experiment went terribly wrong? Spoiler alert, it does. Dr. Seeker, a scientist who definitely shouldn't have a time machine, sent us back to the Cretaceous period to rescue an iguanodon before an asteroid wipes out all life on Earth. What follows is 3 minutes of pure chaos. Pitch-black darkness, roaring dinosaurs, and a Carnotaurus that seems personally offended by your presence. It's loud, it's bumpy, and it has just the right amount of existential terror. And I love it. If you've got kids or you're just really into digging up fake fossils, head over to the Boneyard, a great dinosaur-themed playground. This is where little explorers can climb, slide, and maybe dig for fossils in a giant sand pit. It's educational, it's interactive, and most importantly, it's a place where kids can burn off some of that Disney energy before they turn into tiny sugar-fueled velociraptors. Finally, there's Restaurantosaurus, because nothing says respect for prehistory quite like a dinosaur-themed burger joint. Or if you need some quicker snack options, feel free to try Trilobites or DinoBite snacks. But here's the most surprising feature of DinoLand USA, an aquatic adventure known as Finding Nemo, The Big Blue, and beyond. This isn't just any show. It's Broadway-caliber puppetry, stunning visuals, and songs so catchy they'll lodge themselves into your brain forever. Let's talk about what's new. This isn't the old Finding Nemo the musical. Oh no, Disney gave it a glow-up. Added new digital backgrounds, trimmed it down to a tight 25 minutes because they know you have places to be and snacks to eat. So grab your scuba gear and your emotional baggage because I highly recommend you dive in. The shows you see here at Animal Kingdom, and I don't say this slightly, are going to be the most Broadway caliber style shows, which means they're going to be quite popular. Arrive 30 minutes ahead of time to avoid the nosebleeds. Because we all know how much sharks love, you know. Some final takeaways as you continue to plan your Animal Kingdom expedition. Number 1, Lightning Lane Multipass, Disney's new pay-to-skip-the-line service, is obviously available for all 4 parks, including Animal Kingdom. But is it worth it here at Animal Kingdom, since it can get pricey? Experts at AllEars.net currently say no, but with the complete disappearance of DinoLand USA and more new exciting things coming, things could change. Number 2, quick service is the preferred mode of eating here, unless you're opting for Nomad Lounge. Number 3, know that a lot of people view Animal Kingdom as a half-day park, so after 3, the park can get drastically empty. However, I've made Animal Kingdom a perfect full-day park. There's a whole video up on the channel. And finally, number 4. If you've seen cast members wear orange sashes throughout this video, and you're surprised that I've said nothing about them, well, I'm saying something about them now. Those cast members can help you become wilderness explorers. It's basically a fun scavenger hunt throughout the entire park for both you and your kids. And just like that, our adventure through Disney's Animal Kingdom comes to an end. We've traveled through the jungles of Asia, braved the savannas of Africa, soared through the bioluminescent wonders of Pandora, and yes, even taken a moment to emotionally process a Fish musical. This isn't just a theme park, it's a love letter to nature, adventure, and the thrill of discovering something new. So until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and maybe don't trust scientists who say, what could possibly go wrong? Stay wild, my friends. Hey, if you're still watching, like this video, and make sure to subscribe so that way I can take you on a tour through Universal Studios.